Why would a guy who has a lady that looks like this cheat on her with a lady that looks like this? Well, today we're here to challenge the mainstream narrative that is usually in women's minds, where they tend to think that where beauty exists, sex appeal exists automatically. And today we are looking at the case of that exact situation: beauty versus sex appeal. What is beauty? Beauty is qualified from an aesthetics perspective. What you see, meaning it is physical. This whole nonsense of inner beauty, it's just ladies giving themselves confidence, but it means nothing. Aesthetics are outward, meaning you qualify it on the basis of symmetry, body proportions, the length of hair, the color of their eyes, stuff like that, the size of their lips, and you get the point. And it's not like you're actively doing it. Your brain is qualifying these things at the back of your brain, in the background without you realizing it. However, sex appeal is totally different. Sex appeal is cultivated, it is invoked. All right? Now, in some instances, some certain beauty features will invoke sex appeal, but 90% of the sex appeal is going to come from the way the lady carries herself. The energy, the aura, the confidence in her beauty. All right? There is also the submissiveness. There is the way she addresses the man, the way she communicates, the way she makes him feel. That tends to go a longer way in determining sex appeal than beauty. And I would like to give a practical example of this. A practical example would be a case of celebrities, right? Pop stars like the Cardi B's, Rihanna's, Beyonce's versus runway models. Now, on paper, runway models are objectively more beautiful, right? These pop stars, they are beautiful, but the thing that drives their beauty ranking even higher is that they sexualize themselves, and that sexualizing creates sex appeal, and the sex appeal will tend to hardwire your brain to tend to want to pick them every single time compared to the runway models, which is why pop stars will have more buzz in the media compared to runway models who are objectively more beautiful. So, what does that mean for you? It means in your relationship, forget the beauty, all right? Okay, not necessarily forget it, but don't focus too much on it. The fake lashes, the makeup, all that stuff. Don't pay too much attention on that. Focus on cultivating sex appeal, because sex appeal goes a longer way. Sex appeal is purely the reason why a man will cheat on his woman who is a 10 out of 10 with his maid who is average, a 5 out of 10 at best. Why? Because the maid conveys more sex appeal than his woman. So, that being said, see you in the next one.